Hello everyone, this is Donna from Even the Scales. Thank you if you clicked on my video today. I'm on my channel right now to speak about the abuse that I'm being put through in my home here in Campbelltown, New South Wales, and when I leave the house. But this morning I woke up around 5:30 a.m. and since I woke up there has been men driving around the streets of Campbelltown in loud vehicles and on motorbikes to deliberately create noise and pollution, and they did that around my movements in my home. It was all premeditated. These men wait to see when I wake up because they are viewing into my home illegally, and they're also watching my vital signs on a monitor. So they're watching my movements in my home and they're carrying out abuse based on those movements, and they do that to try and show that they have some kind of power over me, and they also do that to deliberately create noise and pollution. And it's been going on here in Campbelltown, New South Wales for 21 months. The landlord here where who I pay rent to is St George Community Housing. They have placed these illegal cameras in my home. They are enabling these environmental crimes, and they're also enabling the cruelty and abuse that I'm being put through in my home. They took a deal with corrupt members of the justice system to put me through abuse, to try and abuse me to death. So this is why this is happening to me. The implant that has been implanted in my body is a monitor, and it shows these abusers my vital signs, what my vital signs are. When I wake up, when I go to sleep, my heartbeat, and I'm not sure what else it shows them, but they're watching my vital signs, and this is so that they can see how much I'm stressing, and this is so that these groups can work together. So there could be someone in another suburb that's watching my heart and vital signs on a monitor that can see my heart rates rising. They could also be watching me in my home from a distance, and if they see one of the neighbours abusing me and that my heart rate goes up, they will do something to abuse me also. So they could be on the other side of town and they could, start driving a loud vehicle up and down the street when they know I'm stressed. So this is what they're doing. This morning, there were noise attacks going on as soon as I woke up, and they lasted for probably about an hour. It was on and off. You could hear it in the background all over town. And there's also been men driving trucks up my street just to create noise. The landlord is also sending people like this around my home all day, every day, just to create noise and distractions. That's what these people do. They try and create distractions so that I can't, get on with my day. They're always trying to put me through abuse, so I'm constantly having to fight for my life here. Just then, I'm sitting in my bedroom, and this vile creep that lives in the unit downstairs from me, who is a known predator, he is viewing into my home illegally. He can see me where I am in my home, and he's stalking me around my movements, and he just breathed his filthy cigarette smoke in through his rigged range hood into my home, and it is sickening. It is so sickening that I have to sit here in my home and breathe this person's air. He's the vilest thing ever, and he is obsessed with stalking and harassing me, and this landlord is using his mental disturbance as a tool to put me through abuse, to try and abuse me to death. And this person, he hasn't left his home in 21 months. This is how obsessed he is with stalking me. He's a dangerous stalker, and so is the woman next door to him. There's 4 of us in this building where I live. There's 3 neighbours that can affect the air that I'm trying to breathe in my home. And all of these people are mentally disturbed, and they are all obsessed with stalking and putting me through abuse. They watch me on camera, and then they stalk me according to my movements. And I'm going through absolute hell here. And when this disgusting thing just breathes smoke into my house, it's like this feeling of dread just overwhelms me. And he'll probably do it more now because I've said that, but I don't care. I'm going to tell the truth about what's happening here. And that's because I need urgent help. That's why I try and talk about it on my channel, just to, explain exactly what I'm going through, because I need urgent help. I'm being held hostage by this organised crime ring. And I made a video last night that I didn't end up posting, and that was because this disgusting thing and the woman next door to me, actually all three of them were putting me through abuse last night. They were all abusing my air. The one downstairs, she can turn on her range hood and send dust through into my home, and it just rains from the roof. I've posted videos before on my channel about that. And then the woman in the unit next door, she does the same thing. She can affect the air in my home. As soon as she turns on her range hood, all the air from her home gets blown into my home, and it's disgusting. And it's the same with him, the smoker that lives diagonally to me. And these people just sit at their range hoods all day and take instructions from the landlord like puppets. And he says, right, puppet number 1, abuse. Puppet number 2, your turn, you abuse. Like, this is what they do. It's absolutely disgusting. And this is St. George Community Housing. The Campbelltown police are also involved in this. That's why there's no help for me to call on here in Campbelltown. And in the video I made last night, all of these neighbours were putting me through abuse, one after the other. And I said in that video that this town right now, there's no law here in Campbelltown, New South Wales. It's run by an organised crime ring. There's no one to call for help because no one will help me, because just about everyone's involved. And if there are people that are coming forward and speaking the truth, thank you so much, because, that's one positive thing about what's happening now. The people that are still involved in this are the absolute low-life scum on earth. To do what these 3 people are doing that are joined to my unit, you would have to be a very disturbed, cruel, just really vile person to be doing what they're doing. It would take a special kind of person to be able to sit there and torture another person like that 24 hours a day. And that's what they're doing. So I think it's a lot of people, are just like, okay, I was involved before, but I'm not stupid as low as these people. And that's why it's been narrowed down to just these groups that are still putting me through abuse. There's just certain groups. They are the cruelest people here in this town, and they are relentless abusers. And they are the Campbelltown police. They are these neighbours and this landlord. And it's not just the 3 neighbours that are joined to my unit. There's other neighbours that are viewing into my home illegally, and they watch me be put through cruelty every day. This landlord's taking money from people to view into my house to watch me be put through cruelty. And there's certain neighbours that live around me that have been involved in watching me go through cruelty from the neighbours that are joined to my unit for a very long time. So when they're caught, I'm sure they're going to be accessories, because they've sat back and they've watched this. And they also try and put me through abuse when I go outside. That's why they're watching me in my house, because it's to give them ideas on how to put me through abuse. Like last night, there was someone that was mocking things that I have said and talked about in my home. That's how they carry out this psychological abuse. It's the same when I go down to Campbelltown to the shops. There will be stalkers that just come from every direction to put me through psychological abuse. These are people that are viewing into my home illegally. I don't know how many people are viewing into my home illegally, how many creeps. It's disgusting, and I don't know how I've got through this, but I've had to, because I can't move, because this will just follow me no matter where I go, because it's the New South Wales justice system and the New South Wales health system that's putting me through this because of corruption in both of those fields. So that's why this implant's been implanted in my body, because it's been done by corrupt members of the health system who've teamed with corrupt members of the justice system who've teamed with this landlord and my family members who've stolen from me. So, yeah, that's what I was saying on the video last night. There's no one here to call for help because there's no law in this town right now. And this is why I need urgent help. And it is urgent that I get some help because of the way this is affecting my health. I mean, my body is rejecting these toxins that I'm being forced to breathe in all the time. And yeah, these people are the cruelest people ever. These neighbours, I've never seen cruelty before like these people are capable of. They're capable of murder, and there's 3 of them. And they're just obsessed with harming me. So yeah, it's these neighbours, it's the landlord that's still involved, St George Community Housing, the Campbelltown police, there's groups of abusive men, and this person that lives diagonally to me, the one that breathes his filthy smoke into my house, he is communicating with those abusive men who stalk my house because they will premeditate actions and work together. He'll breathe smoke into my house and overwhelm me with it while there's loud vehicles going past stalking my home, who like put their foot down right out the front of my home. So it's those groups, and then there's still Transport New South Wales workers that are involved in this every morning. And yeah, just the neighbours around here, they're like parasites. They are. I've only got to walk near a window and one of them will be underneath the window carrying out abuse because they're watching me in my home. So I can't just turn to anyone in the community for help because corrupt members of the justice system and health system, this is a huge network of people. There's no one to turn to for help. All the essential services that a person needs in a community to survive have been taken away from me. I'm an innocent person. This is all happening because of corruption in the system and all these people who are working in the system who are abusing their power and taking bribes. And it's to get mostly abusive men. There's a lot of abusive women involved in this though too. I mean, 2 of these people attached to my unit are women that are putting me through this, and they're working for these abusive men. Men that have harmed women and children. That's who the corruption, that's, you know, some of these people are police officers. One of them has harmed women in really violent, disgusting ways. And there's also a pedophile that I reported in 2020 that the Campbelltown police did nothing about. So there's a number of things that the Campbelltown police don't want the public to know. That's because they're corrupt. They're involved in organised crime. I'm not sure if all of them are down at that police station, but what I've seen, at least the whoever's in charge down there must be corrupt, because the abuse that I've been through here in Campbelltown, New South Wales from them police, it's been going on for 21 months. Oh, actually longer, because I reported that pedophile in 2020. So I can't call on police if I need help. I can't call an ambulance if I need medical attention, because the ambulance drivers that I've dealt with in the past 21 months, they were corrupt too. So they've just made sure everyone's involved. This is why I had to create this channel. And this is why I'm appealing for urgent help right now, because I'm being put through horrific abuse, like inhumane, horrific abuse. And I've been going through this for months and months. And I'm not giving up. This landlord thought that it would be easy to take my life like this because I'm a woman. This landlord also rigged these people's range hoods over their stoves. So this landlord was planning on gassing me to death. So It was only that I created this channel that I've been able to save my own life here, and it also because of the people that are supporting my channel. You're helping me a great deal because you're saving my life. Because this landlord and these neighbours, I mean, they're so smug. They're still doing this with an audience watching them, trying to kill me. And they are trying to kill me because they're watching my heart on a monitor as they inflict extreme cruelty and abuse. And so is this landlord. This landlord watches me from a distance and tells these people what to do, and is constantly sending people around my home to create distractions all day, every day. That landlord has someone viewing into my home 24 hours a day watching me, coming up with ideas on how to hurt me. My family members, I'll just quickly say, most of my family members are involved in this. The people that brought me up and my immediate family that I grew up with, they are all involved in this. They have stolen my life. They've been planning to do that since I was around 8 years old, maybe even longer. So they knew what they were doing back then when they actually took me into their care. And the abuse from those people has just got worse and worse and worse over the years. And gradually it's turned into this where it's a whole community trying to bully someone to death. And those family members, they view into my home illegally and they watch me be put through this every day and they do nothing. So, you know, that's something that people need to know, because people need to be aware of the big picture of this situation. It's been going on, you know, for over 50 years because of those people. And you know, they must have had corrupt members of the system help them to take me into their care, and it was all planned since then to steal my legacy and my inheritance. That's the only reason they took me, to look after me. And then they put me through years of abuse. So thank you if you've listened to this video, and please, if there's anyone out there that can help me by creating more public awareness here, I really need that to happen, because that's how, you know, I'm going to get this abuse to stop completely. I've tried to get help from people who are meant to help people going through these kind of things, but they didn't help me, and that was because they were either lied to. A lot of lies have been told about me to keep me isolated. I am isolated, but there's like nobody here in this town I can turn to for help, because the justice system have bribed everybody. So please help me if you can, and if there's anyone out there that can, you know, even just help me to get justice here, please reach out to me on the email that will be attached to this video. And thank you again for listening.